You won't believe how big these animals are in real life. Sure, we're all familiar with lions, tigers, and bears, but do we actually know how big they are in real life? Probably not. It's hard to gauge how big an animal is just from a picture or video. These photos prove just how enormous these animals are in real life. Tigers. Even though the tiger is a distant cousin of the domesticated cat, it's much, much bigger. Don't expect this feline to climb up on your bed and start cuddling with you. Manta Ray. While there are some people who love to splash around in the ocean, there are others that are terrified of what may live in the depths of it. This enormous manta ray was caught on a fishing expedition. It truly is a sea monster. Tiger sharks. Sharks are the lions of the oceans. They're aggressive, dangerous, and much bigger than the rest of the fish that swim around in the ocean. Grizzly bears. There's a reason so many campers are afraid of running into a bear in the woods. They're huge. This bear is easily twice the size of this man. Hippopotamus. You can imagine just how big the most dangerous animal in the world is. Now you can see it for yourself. Hippos are known for their incredible strength and massive build. Japanese spider crab. When eating seafood, it's easy to think you're eating small ocean critters. However, when it comes to the Japanese spider crab, it's actually pretty large. Just look at how long those legs are. Killer whales. Some whales, like the killer whale, are bigger than even sharks. Just look at this whale trainer compared to his beloved orca whale. He's barely the size of the whale's head. Moose. Watch out for the moose crossing Canadian streets. They'll definitely do some serious damage to your car if you hit them. This moose, in particular, is bigger than the car it's crossing in front of. Sperm whale. If you thought the killer whale was big, take a look at the sperm whale. Imagine swimming in the ocean and having this enormous animal come up behind you. Lions. Lions are the kings of the jungle for a reason. They're massive. While we don't have a whole body shot of the lion compared to this man, you can imagine how much of his body is underwater. Oarfish. Not many people have heard of the oarfish, but we're here to tell you about its enormous size. It takes 10 people just to hold it up. Ostrich. The ostrich is the fastest bird on the planet. You don't want to be chased by this enormous bird. Not to mention, it's larger than most people and has a pretty powerful beak. Polar bear. There's a reason this guy is sitting in a cage. Polar bears are extremely strong and aren't afraid to prove their strength. No human would stand a chance against this enormous bear. Saltwater crocodile. Alligators are known for being extremely dangerous and fast-moving creatures. But did you know how big they were? If the head is larger than a person, imagine the size of the rest of its body. Buffalo. It's easy to imagine buffalo as the same size as a cow, but that just isn't true. They can be even larger than a four-door sedan. Blue marlin. Blue marlins are not small fish by any means. It's taking 4 men and the possible tipping of their boat to catch just one of them. Nomura's jellyfish. If you watched SpongeBob growing up, you probably had the idea that jellyfish were cute little animals swimming around the ocean. Wrong. Some jellyfish can be larger than a grown man. African elephant. Elephants are known for being huge, but did you know just how big they really are? With just one stomp, this elephant could easily crush this car. Liger. A liger is a mix between a lion and a tiger. It inherits its massive size from both of its parents. On just 2 legs, this animal can reach the top of a double-decker bus. That's pretty enormous. Python. It takes 6 people to hold up a fully grown python. That's a pretty big snake. It takes some guts to hold a snake this big. Spotted hyena. If you've seen The Lion King, you probably thought hyenas were about the size of a dog. Well, we're here to tell you that they are much larger than your average dog. They're also one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. Great white sharks. There's a reason these sharks are referred to as great. It's because of their massive size. This shark could easily swallow that scuba diver whole, no problem at all. Giraffe. You know that giraffes have long necks, but did you know exactly how long they really were? This giraffe has no problem reaching the second story of this house for a snack. Whale shark. Large animals always tend to scare us because of their size. However, this is one large animal that you don't have to fear. The whale shark is very peaceful and has no intention of hurting you. Freshwater stingray. Stingrays aren't only found in the ocean. The freshwater stingray is enormous. While its behavior isn't aggressive, the stinger on its tail can kill you in an instant. Tuna. You probably don't imagine tuna fish to be this big when you're looking at those little cans. How many cans do you think one of these tuna fish will fill? Blue whale. The blue whale is the largest animal in the world. While it seems impossible to imagine, this picture can give you an idea of just how big these whales are. Elephant seal. These seals are named after the enormous elephant for a reason. Their size. They're easily larger than 2 adults and eat pounds of fish every day. Wolves. While wolves are distant cousins of domesticated dogs, they are much larger than your average dog. Just look at how big this creature is against this teenage girl. We wouldn't want to get caught in a dark alley with this wolf. Rhinoceros. Not only are rhinos extremely large, but they're also extremely powerful. They're like walking military tanks, almost indestructible. Leatherback sea turtle. When you think of turtles, you probably imagine tiny little things. Well, some are pretty tiny. The leatherback sea turtle is huge. It's easily the size of a full-grown man. Grouper. This is one brave fisherman to get this close to a grouper. While they aren't dangerous, they are very big and powerful. Catfish. Who knew catfish were the size of people? Actually, some catfish are much bigger than the average person. Think about it next time you're enjoying a meal with catfish on your plate. Chinese salamander. Salamanders are usually pretty tiny and can be caught and kept in a jar. However, Chinese salamanders are a different story. This one is almost the arm span of this man. Squid. This deep-sea squid is enormous. Imagine reeling a creature this size out of the water and onto your boat.